Good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us to recognize our Fall 2020 nursing graduates. Our college takes great pride in our nursing program. Every nurse we graduate fills an immediate need in our community. It has always been this way, and it is a hallmark of how the State College of Florida meets the needs of Manatee and Sarasota County. I cannot think of a time, however, when our nursing graduates were so desperately needed. The COVID-19 pandemic has stressed our healthcare providers to the breaking point. When these graduates enter our hospitals, they will provide relief not only to patients, but to their new coworkers. It is a testimony to the character and dedication of these graduates that they willingly enter the nursing profession at this time. They have no illusions about the environment they're entering. I have a great deal of credit that needs to be given to our outstanding nursing faculty. You have prepared these graduates with the knowledge and experience required to overcome the many challenges they will face. Thank you for your commitment to our students, this program, our college, and our community. Thank you all again for joining us today, and congratulations to our graduates.
Graduates, today you are no longer considered nursing students. You are graduate nurses and soon to be registered nurses. As a nurse, you will assume a number of roles, including caregiver, communicator, teacher, advocate, counselor, change agent, manager, and research consumer. In these roles, you have an opportunity to profoundly impact the lives of your patients and their families. You will advocate for your patients and collaborate with other healthcare providers so that your patients can have the best outcome. Always remember that nursing is a privilege. You will be the one who welcomes life and comforts those at the end of life. As you transition through the stages of nursing expertise, you will become more confident in those roles. You are considered a novice nurse today. However, within a few years, your performance will be fluid, flexible, and highly proficient. So, as Chief Nurse Administrator and Director of the nursing programs, I would be remiss if I did not leave you with a few suggestions for becoming a successful member of the nursing profession. Hopefully, something that I say will pave and nurture your transition from student to graduate to a career as a professional registered nurse. Number one, you must become socialized to the profession of nursing. This is where you get the inside scoop on connecting the mission, values, and goals of the hospital with the work you must do. I call it understanding the organizational culture and the way things are done and how your role fits into the whole picture. You must do this, as it will help anchor you in your staff nursing role. Number two, become a team player. When you start out, you will receive a light assignment. Rather than sitting down, get up and help. Help your fellow staff members to complete their work. This will not go unnoticed. It will be a win-win situation for all parties, including the vulnerable patients on your acute care units. Number three, find a mentor. And this may not always be your preceptor. Identifying a mentor is your key to your success as a graduate nurse. Asking a seasoned nurse questions while busy completing an assignment might not be the best time. Wait for those right moments, like while at lunch or during a coffee break. Start by asking the nurse to tell you their story, why and how they became a nurse. I guarantee this will soften even the toughest nurses. Number four, be a lifelong learner. Most states will require you to be responsible for documenting evidence of continued education related to nursing. You have successfully achieved your goal of becoming a graduate nurse. But I want you to think of this as a gateway towards your bachelor's degree. Most hospitals are now requiring you to continue your education. Some will even help you pay for it. At State College of Florida, we have an RN to BSN program to help transition you from this associate's degree to a bachelor's degree. My best advice, take advantage of this cost-effective opportunity. Number 5, give back to the nursing profession. Never forget that a professional registered nurse working in the hospital served as your mentor. We could not run an educational program without the partnership of our healthcare institutions. When you are ready, seek out the opportunity to make a difference in a student nurse's educational development. Number 6, thank your nursing professors for caring so much and providing you with a quality education. The efforts of State College of Florida faculty produce graduates that have excellent clinical skills. I have worked in multiple states at the best magnet hospitals, and I would hold these faculty at State College of Florida up to the finest I have ever met. You should be very proud to be their students. Number 7, pass your National Council Licensure Examination, or Nclex, on the first attempt. After you've been in such an intense program for 2 years, come Monday morning, you're going to feel a little off. You're going to have that, I'm not sure what to do with myself feeling. You're used to getting up early, going to clinical, coming to class, seeing your friends. Now, after you catch up on your sleep this weekend, you might miss your nursing educational experience, but I have an idea for you. Monday morning, make a plan for Nclex test success. Through the generosity of State College of Florida's foundation, you have access to virtual ATI, an online Nclex preparation program. Graduates, you should have a study schedule blocked off each day. Work with your virtual ATI mentor and get your green light to move forward with Nclex. Work as hard in your preparation for Nclex as you have in the program and achieve success on that first try. You can do it. Number 8, protect your property. Once you successfully pass your Nclex exam, you will receive a registered nursing license number. This becomes your property, and no one can take it away from you without due process of the law. You can go online, and the entire nursing practice law is there for you to read. You protect your property by following these laws and rules. And lastly, and I think most importantly, be kind to your patients. People in your care in hospitals are in vulnerable positions, and they look to the nurse to advocate on their behalf. Your patients need kindness. When I was a pediatric intensive care unit nurse at Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, I had my own policy. When I went through those doors of that hospital, I shut out what was happening at home and the world outside of my critical care unit. I was all about the business of taking care of my babies and children and families. And those families counted on me. Your patients are going to be counting on you. Find a minute or two when you can touch the patient's hand, look them in the eye, and smile. I guarantee they will remember you for a lifetime. The final advice I want to give you comes from a philosopher named Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Once again, State College of Florida nursing graduates, welcome to our profession of nursing.
Good afternoon. As you know, I talk loud. My name is Dr. Dodie Nolte, and I'm the ASN Program Chair, and I have the honor of doing my favorite part, which is the history of the pinning ceremony. Shortly, we will begin the pinning of our nursing graduates. However, I want to take a few minutes to discuss its meaning and significance. A nursing pinning ceremony isn't just a tradition. It is a milestone in the life of a nurse, because on that day, it marks the completion of their nursing program and at the same time launches their entry into the nursing profession as a registered nurse. The pinning ceremony is a rite of passage and signifies the student's hard work and dedication. This ceremony is rich with symbolism, and its history can be traced all the way back to the Crusades of the 12th century. Crusaders who were injured and underwent sufferings were attended to by knights who nursed and cared for them. As the crusade continued, more and more monks enrolled in the Knights' Order who wished to carry on the work of serving the injured crusaders. When new monks were initiated into the order, they vowed to serve these sick soldiers in a ceremony where each monk was given a Maltese cross, which was the first badges given to those who nurse. In 1860, Florence Nightingale was honored with the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless efforts to injured men during the Crimean War. Because she believed in acknowledging a job well done, she presented a Medal of Excellence to her hardest working nursing graduates. By 1916, it became standard in the U.S. to no longer award only a few nurses with a Medal of Excellence, but instead all nursing graduates with a pin during a special ceremony. It is important to remember the nursing pin you will receive connects you with every nurse who has come before you and every nurse who is going to come after you. In honor of this time-honored tradition, I told you guys I was going to cry. In honor of this time-honored tradition that each of us nurses has participated in upon the completion of our nursing program. Many of us are wearing our nursing pins today from 15, 5, 10, 30 years ago. We would like to commence the pinning of our 2020 graduates. Each nursing student has selected a nursing instructor to pin them for their initiation into the sisterhood and brotherhood of the nursing profession. I would like to introduce Ms. Tracy Abrahamson, who is one of our Level 2 instructors, and she will begin reading the names of our nursing graduates. Thank you and enjoy. It's truly, truly been an honor.
Thank you and congratulations to all of you today. Whitney Reed, being pinned by Professor Bethany Tucker. Joshua Cochran, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Khalid Shatri, being pinned by Dr. Dorothy Nolte. Jessica Palmiere, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Cameron Bowers, being pinned by Dr. Rosemarie Grebe. Jen, I need them to hold so I can see it. hold up the sign so I can see them.
Michael Apostolo, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Gloria Ortega Walton, being pinned by Dr. Rosemarie Grebe. Kelsey Thomas, being pinned by Dr. Dorothy Nolte. Maya Cantley, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Nancy Diaz, being pinned by Dr. Dorothy Neufeld. Stellene Petit-Home, being pinned by Professor Kim Hagens. Yasmin Richardson, being pinned by Professor Bethany Tucker. Oh. Elizabeth Estuto, being pinned by Dr. Rosemarie Grebe. Kayla Brom, being pinned by Professor Katie Tinley. Abby Hood, being pinned by Dr. Dorothy Nolte. Brittany Kingsley, being pinned by Professor Ingrid Medina. Michael Brown, being pinned by Professor Kim Higgins. Andrea Kashner, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Shelley Swanson, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Megan Friend, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Deanna DeLeon, being pinned by Professor Tiffany Gustave. Sansa Parsons, being pinned by Dr. Dorothy Neufeld. Okay. Cassandra Aleman, being pinned by Professor Ingrid Medina. Rachel McClanahan, being pinned by Professor Kim Higgins. Peter Sawyer, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Sarah Locke, being pinned by Sarah Anthony. Congratulations. Kelly Seymour, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Megan DeFrades, being pinned by Professor Ingrid Medina. Rebecca Price, being pinned by Professor Jenny Cronkite. I got it. Fernando Pestejo Jr. being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Nancy Rubio being pinned by Professor Tiffany Gustave.
Brian Edwards by Jenny Cronkite. You next? Okay. Wait. Angela Moore by Dorothy Neufeld. Morgan Detmer by Tracy Abrahamson. Michelle Wiedekine, Amy Carbajal. I had to run and find him.
It's impossible when they do it like this. But that's a great idea. Are we done on that? Go for it.
Alyssa Sirignano, Michelle Wiedekine. I don't even know if I pronounced that. Okay, there. Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah.
John Grosskopf being pinned by Professor Kim Hagen.
Grant Kenny being pinned by Professor Don Ivanko. Diana Villegas being pinned by Professor Kim Hagens. Helen Janis being pinned by Professor Bethany Tucker. Brooke Bell being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Beverly Delgado Rivera being pinned by Dr. Dorothy Nolte. Eliona Kushner, being pinned by Dr. Dorothy Nolte. Naomi Prudent Moyes, being pinned by Professor Kim Hagens. Andrea Rosado, being pinned by Professor Michelle Witteken. Carly Overton, being pinned by Professor Tiffany Gustave. Jason Lamphere, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Shawnee Shearer, being pinned by Professor Chris Langness. Joseph Majeski, being pinned by Professor Bethany Tucker.
Jacqueline Jennis, being pinned by Professor Michelle Witteken. Allison Rahman, being pinned by Dr. Rosemarie Grebe. Janet Bonhomme, being pinned by Professor Dorothy Nolte. Ebony Phillips, being pinned by Sarah Anthony.
Congratulations! Is this still on? I would like to thank our speakers today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the foundation for joining us. And thank you for the faculty and staff for an incredible pinning experience. Thanks, everyone.